Dragon fruit is a group of cactus plants that come from the genera Selenicereus and Hylocereus. This fruit is a native plant in Mexico, Central America, and South America. However, dragon fruit is widely cultivated in various Asian countries, such as Indonesia, Taiwan, Vietnam, Philippines, and Malaysia. This fruit is known for its sweet taste and high nutritional and vitamin. In this video, Technologia will invite you to visit a dragon fruit farm in Vietnam. In its home country, dragon fruit is known as pitaya. This fruit has a sweet taste and is high in nutritional and vitamin content. In general, dragon fruit can grow well in dry and sandy areas and has a high organic material content. The recommended average temperature for this plant is around 20 to 30 degrees Celsius, with a maximum temperature of 38 to 40 degrees Celsius. With sufficient sunlight, dragon fruit will grow optimally in areas up to 800 meters above sea level. Cultivation of dragon fruit plants is generally carried out vegetatively using cuttings. First, farmers will choose seeds from branches of plants that are quite old and have already borne fruit. Dragon fruit tree trunks will be cut between 20 and 30 centimeters. The branch cuttings are sown in the nursery bed. The stem of this shoot will then grow to a height of around 50 centimeters with strong roots, and the shoot will be ready to be planted. Dragon fruit plants require climbing poles. The poles used can be sturdy wooden or concrete poles. After the concrete pillar is firmly erected, a circular or square support is installed at the top. This support will later hold the plant's branches. To regulate irrigation, some farmers use spray irrigation that stretches along the climbing pole frame. However, some farmers prefer to make ditches between the rows of posts. Dragon fruit planting can be done when the climbing poles and shoots are ready to be planted. The planting distance used is 2 meters by 2.5 meters. 2 to 4 plant seeds can be planted on each climbing pole. Farmers will make a hole 20 to 30 centimeters deep and then filled with manure and soil. Then, the plant seeds are piled up and tied to climbing poles so that they can grow optimally. During its growth period, dragon fruit plant seeds require care such as fertilizing, pruning, and spraying. Fertilization of dragon fruit plants is adjusted to soil fertility conditions, plant age, and development phase. During the vegetative phase, plant seeds are given 50 to 100 grams of NPK fertilizer on each pole at 4 to 5 week intervals. After the plants start to flower, farmers will provide additional fertilizer with higher phosphate and calcium levels. Farmers will combine it with manure to ensure long-term soil fertility, which is applied every 3 to 4 months, at a rate of 10 to 20 kilograms per planting pole. The following treatment is pruning. Plant pruning is done on the main stem once its height exceeds the height of the pole. This pruning aims to give rise to secondary branches and to increase production stems. Apart from that, pruning is also carried out on damaged, diseased, and abnormal plant branches. The following treatment, carried out by farmers, is controlling pests and diseases on dragon fruit plants. Some of the main pests that attack dragon fruit plants are white pests, aphids, and ants. Pests from mealybugs and aphids usually appear because the fruit area is not exposed to sunlight. Meanwhile, for some other attacks, such as the appearance of yellowish symptoms at the base of the stem, farmers will usually spray the entire stem and prioritize the base of the affected stem. Dragon fruit plants begin to flower and bear fruit for the first time 8 to 10 months after planting. Dragon fruit plant flowers will bloom maximally at night. The unique thing about dragon fruit flowers is that the position of the stigma is higher than the stamens. The pollination process in dragon fruit flowers occurs when pollen and pistil meet. Naturally, insects usually assist in pollination. However, human pollination can also be assisted in increasing the success of dragon fruit pollination. Dragon fruit is a seasonal plant that bears fruit once a year, around November to December. However, after the research results, sufficient light can help dragon fruit photosynthesis to produce fruit. So, farmers in Vietnam use lights on each climbing pole to provide light to help dragon fruit plants undergo photosynthesis for 24 hours. This is what makes dragon fruit harvest season adjustable. It can bear fruit throughout the year without knowing the season. Now, researchers continued developing ideal lamps by adjusting the color composition and lamp power to be ideal for dragon fruit plants. It continues to be harvest season. Dragon fruit is harvested on fruit with shiny red skin, and the scales have changed color from green to reddish. Harvesting can be done 30 to 40 days after the flowers appear. Farmers will use scissors to cut the fruit stem to make harvesting dragon fruit easier. The productive age of a dragon fruit garden ranges from 15 to 20 years. Next, the harvest will be sorted based on the size and shape of the dragon fruit. The sorted dragon fruit will then be packaged and given a brand label, which will be distributed to consumers throughout the world.